um, I I had a son, my youngest son, that we were so close, and he bought an apartment on College Street, and I said, I'm going to buy all the kitchen cabinets and everything if you put them in yourself. He was thrilled. Oh, mom, that's wonderful. 3 weeks went by. I couldn't even get in touch with him. I didn't know my phone was being blocked all the time from people. And twice I've called him since then, gradually. And each time he said, because of what happened, I'm never going to speak to you again. What could be so terrible? What? He was the only thing I can think of, because of all the fraudulent handwriting I'm finding all around, and information, and all my letters changed to government offices, is that I may have, he may have received, not written by me, a letter saying, here's the check for your cupboards or something, and it bounced. But isn't that drastic for him to say he's never going to talk to me again? And he hung up twice on me. What could have happened? Or was he warned not to talk to me? All I know is I don't know what happened. And then my daughter, I was never friendly with her. We were just kind of like, let's say, I love her. And then I tried to get in touch with her when I moved in here. Someone had to know about this. And I put her in my will, but didn't tell her. And she was coming into my apartment sent when I found the tracking device in my car. And then I found the device in my commuter wiring. This is small, 5 inches. And I phoned the police immediately, with me saying they'll never take a report with me. And they actually refused to look at it. And I took it to a store, and they asked me about a Secret Service. I said, what is this? And they said, how many wires? And I said, 2. And he said, I've only seen one of these that cost $3,000. He said everything I typed on the computer was going to 2 other unknown computers, and it was stolen off me. I sketched both the tracking and the device. I'm hiding things all over. Everything's disappearing from my 2-photo filing cabinets. And then one day I had some CDs, and I was coming down to get my mail. So I loosely put a piece of paper over, went downstairs, came back, and they were gone. Somebody I knew had to see me put them there. So I decided to hide some paper. 2 things in my living room. Gone overnight. So the next night I darkened the whole apartment, and I hid 2 pieces of paper, and they were there 3 weeks later. It had to be a camera in my TV, living room TV. So then, how do I find out that? There was a van I'd found and been in the outside parking lot, and I noticed it there for 5 weeks. I took the license number, and it said Intercon Security on the side. So what I did then, I covered up all my TVs in my apartment, and that van left at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours later, after I did that. It had not moved according to the snow marks. And then I have to find out, where is the camera? I can't take it apart. So I covered the front of the TV with newspaper, and there was a green glow right where I saw the superintendent in this building when I came home, in the downstairs laundry camera system, survey system. He had his hand right in that spot. I believe that he was turning on the camera every time I came home. And there was the green glow. And my daughter, I happened to see, who I hardly ever saw, and I showed her, and she wouldn't look at it. There, right there. Why wouldn't she look at it? Not only that, she wouldn't look at it. She ran from the apartment. I wanted her to register that she'd seen that green glow, and she wouldn't look. And then I told her that, and I checked that green glow was then gone after I told the office about it. So I used to go out with this projectionist, and he took me to a movie theater a couple of times, and he said he never once had anybody quick flash when something was changed, and here I said, what was that flash? And he looked at me and he says, no one has ever seen that before. And here I'm sitting watching my own TV after that. There's a quick, there was another camera there. That's what I figured. And then another time there was a quick flash, another place there. And every time I notice it, I'm under camera surveillance all the time. So they change it. But the newspaper didn't work again. Didn't work. So I'm under camera surveillance in every single room, and everything is being taken off me. I bought a box of Tylenol and I put it in my bathroom of my bedroom. And one day I'm sitting in a chair. Each time I don't know if I'm going to survive. It's so painful, no air to breathe, and being squeezed to death. And when it got over enough that I thought I could walk, the Tylenol's gone. They see me doing all this, and the next day, 18 red pills looked like Tylenol on the rug in my big bedroom. And I eagerly, so degrading, picked them off. And then I realized I didn't know what was on them. And then I looked at them closely. They didn't say Tylenol. Next day, there were 6 on the floor. This is their little games they play with me. And agents, what they do is goad you into confusion. And how in heaven's name I've kept my sanity. I was just determined that somehow or other this has to be exposed. All I needed was one person to do this for me. Just get it in the bloody headlines that my government is killing me to protect their party members, prominent doctors, labs, hospitals, everybody. I had so much proof I found about everything. And anything I tried to hide anywhere in the apartment, it's gone. And breakage, everything breaks around my apartment. They goad you in confusion, and the other thing they do is give you obstacles that you have to look after. I mean, finding all these things about my bank that I knew that I didn't do, and I've never once doubted anything about my memory or myself or what I thought. And yet, it was in November 2001 that doctor who gave me 2,000 pills that I had allergic. Dr. Silver at Sunnybrook. I had allergic reaction, vomiting. They increased my heart problems, and they said to be all covered up, but I didn't know it. And I never once doubted anything. And he sent me to Dr. Silver. Silver sent me to Dr. Arnold at Sunnybrook. And I said to him, I've got 3 things wrong with me. Something wrong with my lungs. I have something wrong with my heart. And I said, something wrong in my lower abdomen. I'm in terrible pain all the time. And Dr. Arnold says, oh, you are you? And just how long do you think you've been in pain? And he wrote a letter in November 2001. It's in all my files. Said, she is continually saying she is in pain, and even when doctors say she is not, she still insists she is. That's an admission of me saying I'm in pain and not getting care at Sunnybrook and everywhere. And a few weeks later, my gangrenous appendix was taken out. That was a burst bowel, and a hardened bowel movement, and I had heart failure. And then 15 months later, someone sent me the operative report anonymously. And I never knew about the gangrene. I never knew about the burst bowel. The surgeon didn't tell me. Dr. Chu at Sunnybrook, directly after the operation, he only told me, he didn't tell me about abscesses in me and bacterial infection from inflamed and ruptured appendix. He only told me there was garbage in there, that I must have been in pain. I wasn't out of danger. Well,